I think I took a shit in my neighbor's lawn.
Yeah. Well, I love you madly, dear, and I need you badly, dear. Why did you leave me here without your love?
Oh, bro, I'm hurting.
Well, in bed each night I lie, and I think of you and cry, and I tell you one above, bring back my love.
Fuck. Good sound test.
Yeah. I just got that, dude. That thing's
This thing's nice.
fucking sick, dude.
I like the like LCD screen there.
Yeah, I was fucking with it last night, man, and it's like retard proof, dude. Like it walks you through everything, like step by step.
Do these have drops on them?
Beat drops, yeah, dude. We usually spit. Oh, I don't know if you've seen that, dude.
I don't know. I guess we don't have. I assume it was a
stop
sick
recording.
beat, dude.
I think you have to like preset them to like whatever you want.
Gotcha.
I haven't looked through the options though. But yeah, usually when someone says something that relates to the drop, you hit it. You know? I'll probably have some that are like, you know, that's what she said.
Classic.
I think I'll do one that's like, that's what she said. And then the rest will just be like orgasm sounds.
I think the rest should just be the N-word.
Okay.
This says like, I can't say it, but boop.
Yeah. Okay.
Like a white guy saying the hard R, but it's not you. It's a different white guy. So you're like, he's the racist. But it is applicable to this situation.
Starting off hot, dude.
Yeah, I think that's good.
Starting off hot.
Yeah.
You do look like a member of fucking Duck Dynasty too,
I
dude.
get that a lot. Yeah, yeah. Well, today I look crazy because I didn't realize it was raining.
Yeah.
So I just walked in the rain, and then I met your dog, and now I'm just wet and covered in dog hair. I look like a homeless person.
Yeah.
It's a good look. I think it's a good.
How
look.
many boats do you have?
I got 0 boats.
0 boats.
No
You ever
boats.
been on a boat?
I've been on a boat or two.
What type of boat, dude?
Like a yacht.
Okay. Wow, dude.
Yeah, just
Fucking balling out.
just chilling. I mean, it wasn't my yacht.
You were just chilling on
I
it?
was just chilling on the yacht.
Were there like titties on it?
There were covered titties, but there were definitely some titties on
But
the
there
yacht.
were tits.
Oh yeah, there were tits.
Dude, that's fucking sick, man.
I mean, listen, everywhere I go, there are tits. I go to the Dunkin' Donuts, there are tits there.
But a yacht, bro?
Yacht tits.
How many, you know how many square feet it has to be considered a yacht?
Couldn't tell you. I think it's like if it's over 50 feet
Yeah.
long, it's technically a yacht. It goes
Yeah.
from big boat to yacht.
Mm.
So
I've heard some fucking, I don't know what they call them, dude, sailors. Fucking,
some seasoned seamen.
I've heard some boaters
Boater sounds
get
racist.
pretty fucking,
that.
you think so?
That sounds like a you know those boaters over there. You know they are always
Well,
at the
dude,
dock.
They're always talking shit to each other, you
Oh.
know, about like the length. It's almost like penis size, but for boats. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And you're right there, so you can just talk shit to each other because they're always lined up.
Oh yeah, like those pontoon boats. They like that's always fascinated me because I've always lived in the Northeast, but apparently down south, like in the lakes and stuff,
Yeah.
they'll just like tie off like 20 pontoon boats together and just make a party barge.
Like a circle jerk with boats?
Yeah, it sounds insane to me. Like you just walk through the different pontoon boats like they're all like a flotilla.
Well, I mean, I've been on boats. They're just lined up next to each other, and it's like you just hop from boat to boat as long as like the owners chill with it. Most owners are pretty chill with it, unless you're fucking, you know, doing crazy shit.
Can I smoke crack on your boat real quick? Keeps getting wet in the
Yeah.
water.
There's nothing like a boat vibe, though, dude. Especially when there's tits, man. If I ever make money, man, you know, if I ever break even, that's
Now, see, you don't need to make money. What I learned early in life, and I still practice now, is you just got to have wealthy people take you on as like their pet poor person. Like that's how I got on that yacht.
oh wow.
Yeah. Because I was like raised right with private school and stuff. So like
Okay.
I understand the etiquette, but now I'm poor. So like I have enough class to like behave at the dinner, so they can bring me along. So they bring me along as like their pet poor person to show
Yeah.
off how like diverse they are. They know a white guy who doesn't have money. Like that's the
Yeah.
level of diversity they'll tolerate a lot of
So
these
someone's
things.
like, "How much money do you have?" And you're like, "Not a lot, but
Like, oh
I'm
wow,
respectful."
you're so brave.
yeah." You're like, "I got a lot of fucking respect, though.
Yeah, it was great.
A lot of respect for these tits, dude."
There were a lot of tits on that yacht. But that's how I
Yeah.
got on that yacht. Yeah, I was a pet poor person of someone who
Was it like a lot of moms, or like more so like people your age?
all moms, all like hot like middle-aged rich couples. So I guess young money, because you know,
Yeah.
people with millions and like at
Is that
45.
what you were? That's
is
what you were
like,
yelling on the boat.
young money. That was back when I was drinking. I was misbehaving on that yacht.
Oh, yeah?
I was crushing mimosas.
Really? Were people chanting your name?
Not in a positive way. They're like, get that guy off the fucking boat. What's
You're too far out to sea for them to.
Yeah, and I was just bullying like all the moms to give me their Xanax.
Oh, really?
I was like, listen, I'm gonna go through the shakes in about 30 minutes if you don't give me your Xanax. Okay, I haven't had cocaine in 30 hours.
Doesn't Xanax make you sleep
Oh, Xanax is so good. No, Xanax is probably one of my favorite drugs.
when you mix it with alcohol?
That's the best. I mean, you can have a heart attack, but you got to really work at it. Because people always say, like, oh, you got to stop mixing those. You're going to have a heart attack and die. And it's like, hey, I'm drinking to die at this point. That's,
Yeah,
you know, what I'm doing. But I used to drink like a bottle of vodka and maybe like 6, 7 Xanax every night. Like that was my...
Hell yeah, dude.
And I wasn't doing anything fun. Like I would sit alone in my apartment watching children's movies because that's all I could
Wow.
like follow the plot of. So it'd
Okay.
just be me like on Xanax, half a bottle of vodka deep, crying to the movie Up.
Wow.
And that was a whole era of my life.
You ever watch like SpongeBob or anything like that?
Oh yeah, the SpongeBob movie, dude, I'll cry when they're
Yeah.
like they're shriveling up and they're singing about being goofy goobers.
You're just bawling your eyes
Just
out.
bawling my eyes out. Like I wish my
Yeah.
dad had loved me.
I mean, dude, I'm bawling my eyes out to that sober, man.
No.
You know? Yeah, dude, one time I went on a boat, my neighbor's boat, and she would park it right outside of this fucking huge bar. And everyone would go there for like the 4th of July. So dude, it is Titty City. And dude, everyone's trying to be the mayor of Titty City.
You gotta.
You know what I'm saying? And dude, so I show up to this boat, and at the time, my boss was on the boat, happens to be friends with my neighbor. So I show up with like a bottle of tequila. I just see my boss, who I'm going to see tomorrow at work. And I'm just like, what's up, man? What's going on? He's like, hey, what's up, man? And like, dude, probably 2 hours in, we're all so cocked that he's got a hose and he's just spraying chicks that are like bent over in front of him with a straight face. Like he's not smiling
Just
or
like a
anything.
serious bit. Like these
He just
hoes
looked
gotta
like-
get
yeah.
watered.
Yeah, it was almost like it was a task.
Like got
Like
checked
a
off the chores
chore-
list.
yeah, yeah. It
Water,
was-
water the sluts.
It was wild, dude. My buddy was like, bro, that guy's fucking creepy, man.
Yeah, if you're doing it with joy, you're like a fun pervert. If you're doing it with
Yeah.
a straight face, you're like a scary pervert.
Oh, dude,
'Cause
it
there's
was
a difference.
It was scary, bro.
Yeah.
It was, you know, if I'm hosing down asses, I'm gonna be fucking
Just zero joy in his eyes.
screaming at least one fucking, you know, something. You know what I mean? I'm at least smirking.
At least one N-word. I'm gonna scream. I can't believe he would do that, but you know.
Yeah.
So did you put in your name in the ballot for mayor of Titty City that day?
Mayor of fucking Fatty City, dude.
Nice.
Yeah,
dude.
I was slaying fatties, bro.
You were a guy like you were one of those guys that would take down fatties.
Yeah, I was hitting on some of those chicks they'll show at the bar with like fucking shorts on. You know what I mean? They got the shorts on, but
Chicks
they're
with shorts on.
they're pulled up high,
Oh, like it covers like
so it makes them look
cuts them in
less
half.
fat. Yeah,
Yeah.
'Cause they got like a fupa and stuff.
Because they push their fupa like in the ass.
So they
part
have
of their
like
jeans.
they have a full bodysuit on
Yeah.
with like the pants pulled up.
I actually know exactly the kind of woman.
You
you're
know what I'm
talking
saying,
about.
bro?
Yeah.
That's a special type of woman right there, dude. Those are my girls, man.
Nice.
They're always so fun too, dude. You know, like asking you about your feelings and shit.
I wouldn't know. I don't see them.
Really?
Yeah, like they try. I just don't view them as people. Like it's like
Okay.
looking through them. You know.
Wow.
Yeah.
You wouldn't even fucking attempt to have a conversation with one of them, dude?
Probably not. No.
Wow. What would they have to do for you to give them a little bit of attention, dude?
Like lose 60 pounds, probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're really like,
But see, here's the thing. Even if they lose weight, you can tell they used to be fat. You can see the skin. You're like, hold on.
like a skinny fat person.
Yeah, this is a in stealth fat chick.
Yeah, that's like me, dude.
You're
I mean,
not tricking
yeah.
me with this.
Yeah. You have to admire it, though, dude. You know, she went through hell to get there, bro. She knows what hard work is, man.
It's true.
Yeah.
I like how I say this. Like, yeah, I won't talk to fat chicks as I talk to zero chicks. That's the alternative.
Yeah. Where are you? You look like you'd hit on chicks at like a fucking rollerblading rink.
Dude, I
Just
got
start-
kicked out of the rollerblading rink. I was hitting on too many moms. They're like, you gotta go. making their husbands uncomfortable. Their husbands whose arms are around them. They're clearly in the picture, and you need to stop, sir. You need to go home.
What type of stuff would you be saying? You just tripping them on the fucking tripping them
I'd
out
be
there?
like, you want to see this sick trick? And then I would kind of like do a hop on the roller skates and like almost fall, but catch myself and be like, bet your lame ass gay husband can't do that.
Wow.
Yeah.
You did that all in one motion too?
All in one motion.
I'd fucking cheat on my husband if I was them.
Well, you know, these women, I guess, have morals. I gotta respect.
Their priorities just aren't set, man.
Yeah.
You know? If I saw a dude do that one motion, do a little fucking kick in the air, almost fall, and say what you said.
Yeah, like a kickflip without a skateboard.
Yeah.
Just flail your legs up and come back down like a pro, dude.
Yeah. That would be funny to go to like did you have USA Skates?
I'd just the four.
USA Skates is like the
I don't
name.
know what that is. I didn't do enough research for this bit. I don't know.
The fuck, man? No, USA Skates is like a rollerblading rink.
You know,
The name.
I was watching this this thing on TikTok the other day that was like a 5-minute video that I watched all of for some reason about how you have to like how you rotate your tires on a car. You have to do the same thing for your rollerblades. You gotta rotate your rollerblade wheels.
Yeah.
I don't know why that just never occurred to me, but it was very interesting.
Yeah, you got a weird algorithm, dude.
Yeah.
I knew that though, dude, because like some of them wear out faster. You gotta consider pronation, supination. Depends.
They use those words a lot. I had no idea what they meant, but I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm smart. I can figure it out.
Yeah, I don't know which is which, but I've heard them. I can throw those words around like fucking dodgeballs, dude.
What comes up in your algorithm a lot? I think you can tell a lot about a person based on their algorithm.
I've tried to change it, and it's a lot of tits, and
That's not shocking to me after our earlier conversation.
it's tits and sports. If I'm being honest with you,
Dude, you just
but
a red-blooded American.
I'm gonna be honest, man. There's been a lot of mentally challenged people popping up, you know, which I'm like, dude, stop putting this on my fucking feed.
I mean, it's hilarious, but cut it out.
They're listening to the I know they're listening to the podcast
You just
right
get
now.
like a lot of Down syndrome guys like hitting on girls on Omegle, or like what do you got?
No, dude, because we had a few episodes where we were talking about mentally challenged people,
Yeah.
and immediately after, my feed starts popping up with mentally challenged dudes, like fucking boxing.
Hold on, what?
Yeah, like wild, like they're throwing haymakers and like missing every single punch.
That should be illegal.
Like uppercutting themselves in the face, like disturbing videos that aren't even that funny.
Listen, I'm a big freedom guy,
Yeah.
but you can't have retards boxing. Like someone's gonna get seriously injured.
Oh,
Also,
people-
did I just get the podcast? I feel like we're not allowed to say that one anymore.
Yeah, I mean, you already off the bat, like this is
Already-
getting taken down.
I already blasted it.
But dude, it's just like I think there's funny retardation. You know, like if you're launching a javelin the opposite way, that's funny. You know what I mean? But some fucking dude with Downs getting scoliosis. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not. He's fucking hurting his back. You know, deadlifting. It's like that's not fucking funny, man. You know.
I mean, it depends what he screams when he hits his PR, dude. If he screams something funny,
Well, they do a lot of them with like people with like cerebral palsy. So they're just, dude, they're doing 360s with every fucking. It's like painful to watch, man. And then afterwards, they're like, "Fuck yeah, Jeffrey."
oh, dude, those the cerebral palsy people doing like very basic exercises that disturbs me. I don't know why.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, dude, am I supposed to be happy for them or like concerned because it just looks fucking painful?
It's like also everyone's clapping like here. It's like I could lift more than that. That's not like that impressive.
I mean, I am impressed, but it's like I'm impressed because of like how painful that must fucking be.
have you ever seen I don't even know if I should talk about this on the podcast, but
Yeah.
there's this video of this guy with Down syndrome, and apparently on some of his other videos, people had accused him of being the person that killed George Floyd. So it's him making a reaction video stating that he is not the individual that killed George Floyd and to please stop saying that. And he's very upset, and it is
Wow.
very fucked up how funny I find it, but it really gets me every
Why
time.
would they accuse a mentally challenged dude of doing that?
There's got to be some like
Did he look like the
backstory.
police officer?
No, just looks like you're run of the mill guy
just
with Down
because
syndrome.
Because of the internet, people started believing him.
Yeah, I think just some people were trolling him on the internet, and then other people jumped onto it, and then I just showed up for just that, response video.
Yeah.
Like it was a press conference, and that was. I feel like a bad person already for saying how funny it is. I favorited it. It's favorited.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah, I mean, it's. I would have to see the video. It just seems so confusing.
Yeah.
Are you're laughing because of confusion or just?
I
because
just
the
laughing
whole-
because a guy with Down syndrome is just like, I did not kill George Floyd.
Yeah.
That was not me. And it's just
Yeah, your algorithm's fucked, man.
my algorithm is mostly like federal agents trying to make me a domestic terrorist. Like all my algorithm is like, you should blow up the Alaska pipeline. Here are vulnerabilities in the U.S. power grid. I got one that was a 14-page, like, those slideshows?
Yeah.
It's like a 14-page slideshow of, like, how to properly enter and clear a building using military tactics. And I was like, I don't need to know
This is interesting.
any of that. I'm not capable of any of this.
Yeah.
One I had was just a step-by-step instruction, another one of those little slideshows that just showed me how I could build my own thermite and tannerite in my basement.
Yeah, I'm a little concerned right now, dude. Like,
Yeah, it's, I'm being radicalized. It's fine, though.
Yeah. You have any like plans to take over or something? Like,
No.
you're just like interested in it.
Well, and then the other half, I don't know how those got in there. They're just in there. Like I don't
Well,
like
dude, they
them.
gotta get in
I don't
there.
favorite them.
Something's going on.
I
dude.
watched the whole way through though, so it probably sees that like he's pretending he doesn't like it.
So
But
you think you watched one video all the way through and they were like, this guy
and then they
wants.
sent me another one. And I watched that the whole way through because it's interesting. It's just
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, I wouldn't think to throw the flashbang at that point in the
Yeah.
insertion.
So
you
if
know?
shit hits the fan, you think you're a little more prepped than other people?
Oh no, I'm dying immediately.
Yeah.
I weigh like 140 pounds. I've no physical prowess. I don't have guns. Like I'm dead. I'm dead immediately. All that
Okay.
Call of Duty knowledge is
Yeah.
going.
You
down
might
the
be
drain.
able to like direct some people though with those resources.
Yeah, it could be in management, I think. I'd be like, guys, we need 3 liters of shaved aluminum and 4 liters of rust. And if we mix this together with ammonium nitrate,
Yeah.
we can make thermite.
Yeah, dude. Have you ever seen The Last of Us?
Yeah.
Yeah. I would be that dude shooting fucking propane tanks. Like that gay dude. I mean, there's 2 of them. There's 2 gay dudes.
Like, I would definitely be the gay dude. I mean, the guy
Yeah.
that shoots propane tanks.
Well, I'd be with my boyfriend shooting fucking propane tanks.
Do you think that gay people have a higher survival rate in the apocalypse because it's 2 men together? Like, that's got to be a better squad.
I mean, considering like the homophobia in this country, I mean, you don't even need a gun, dude. You just pull your pants down.
True. Because, like, I feel if the apocalypse happens, right, and you have, like, a wife,
Yeah.
it's, like, kind of a liability.
Yeah.
You're, like, dragging her around. If you have a husband, that guy's watching your back. He probably already watched all the videos on how to breach a fortress.
Especially if you're like a physically fit gay couple who knows how to shoot propane tanks.
You're set.
That's a lethal combination.
That's what I want. I want,
Dude,
like,
imagine,
a jacked husband, dude.
bro, not only, dude, imagine having anal sex and being able to shoot a propane tank from like 100 yards away.
Dude, what other skills do
Dude,
you
you
need?
put that on your resume, man. LinkedIn's going off. You know what I'm saying? Imagine saying that in an interview.
Dude, do you think if you were in if you woke up gay tomorrow, right, and you were pursuing a gay romantic entanglement, do you think you'd be a top or a bottom?
We're just talking about like one position.
Because it's the receiver and the giver, and I know some
Okay.
people maybe do both. But
Oh,
if
so
you
you're
had to
asking me
pick
if
one,
I would be like giving or receiving?
usually one person's more of one than the other. From what
I would want to give, man, because I would want to be all in. I feel like if you're receiving, you're kind of like, you're not fully committed.
You're not as gay. That's a wild thing.
Yeah, because if you're going to be gay, I feel like it's not like a spectrum, dude. Like, you got to go all in, bro.
Okay.
You know? Like, right now, I would say I'm about 10% gay, but I'm not, like, Brokeback Mountain gay yet.
That's pretty gay.
Yeah. That's fucking 100% gay.
See, I think I'd want to be the bottom because then I'd be like kind of the more the woman in the relationship.
I don't even know if gay dudes do that position.
What do you?
Like, where you're just like a gay dude on top. That doesn't even make sense. Just rubbing dicks. Like, how is...
Yeah, I don't claim to know how sin works. You know, that's, I leave it to God to explain to them.
Yeah, because if a gay dude's on top of you, like, you're just rubbing dicks.
Yeah, that's how I imagine. No.
Oh, you just think they just fucking rub dicks and, like, scissor?
Yeah, probably.
I know, that's
gay,
how
gay
chicks
dudes
do it.
just scissor.
Chicks, dude, that's a whole different...
Dude, being a lesbian sounds like it's the best.
Have you ever jerked off to lesbian porn?
Not since I was younger, because I'm going to be honest, it just doesn't do it for me. It's just nothing's really
I
happening.
watched it once, man. It was not that bad.
And you can tell they're not really into it. Like, you can tell the chicks in it aren't really lesbians. They're
I guess
like,
it depends what you're
paid.
watching, dude.
Maybe just watching bad lesbian porn. You got Rex.
Some, like, Soviet Union.
Soviet Union
Yeah.
gay porn.
I mean, the one I saw, they were, like, emotionally invested, and it just seemed like
Nice.
they were excited to get their box eaten by, like, a professional.
I feel that.
Yeah.
I feel like being a lesbian is probably the best hand you can be dealt, because you get to be gay, part of the gay community, but also, like, even rampant homophobes don't really care about lesbians.
Yeah.
Like, you know, the guy that will kill a gay dude for being gay is not going to kill a lesbian chick.
Yeah, you can also spot them easier. You know? Just go outside of, like, a Supercuts or something. You know what I mean? Like, they're easy to spot.
While the lesbians hang out at the Supercuts.
Yeah, dude. But, like, gay dudes, sometimes, you know, you might make the wrong judgment.
You might think, like, this guy and me are going to be best friends. You're like, oh, no, he's gay.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it's a good example.
How many times that happened? You, after a long night at the bar, you take a guy home to just hang out as friends, and he starts taking his pants off.
Never, but
No.
been pretty close.
Close.
Not really that close, but I was talking to this one dude at the bar once when I was in college. And he was, like, a good-looking dude, and I was just talking to him about, like, working out and stuff, just seeing, like, what his routine was. And then he started feeling me up and stuff. And
You're just trying to get a gauge of your muscles, dude.
No, he was like sexually assaulting me in public. And I was like, all right, man, like, I'm gonna head out. And he just kept following me throughout the night, and I had to, like, leave, dude. It was disturbing, bro.
Yeah, the closest I've had.
I mean,
to
I was a
that-
little hard, but it wasn't like, you know.
The closest I had to that was back in my coke days. I had this guy. I was doing
Jeez.
coke with this guy in the bathroom,
Yeah.
and he was like, "You want to come back to my place?" And I, was like, "Yeah, I love cocaine, 100%." And so I went back to his place, and we're just doing cocaine. And then he, like, makes move to kiss me. I'm like, yo, dude, what are you doing? He's like, I brought you back to my place at 2 a.m. from the bar. What'd you think this was? I was like, oh, you know what? That's on me. I should have seen what this was. My bad. Sorry for doing a bunch of your cocaine, but thank you.
Wow.
And I left, and he was very frustrated. Understandably, I felt bad. I felt like I was a little teased, but
Yeah.
I was so dumb. I just wanted drugs. I was like, yeah, I'm like a gram in right now. I could go for another gram. Let's have fun.
Yeah, at least he let you off the hook, though, man.
Let me off the hood. He was big, dude. He could have. It wasn't really my choice whether I got to leave.
Yeah, you could have fucking choked you out, dude.
Could have choked me out and just rubbed his
You
dick
could
on my
you could
dick,
not
dude.
be here right now, man.
Sometimes I wish.
Mm.
No.
You got a little bit of, a little bit of probe in there. Maybe just like a little finger, dude.
Just a little. I put a finger up there once out of curiosity.
Like your own finger.
Yeah, my own finger.
Yeah, we've all been
Because I
there,
was just
dude.
in the shower and I was like, I wonder. I was probably like 23 or something. I was like, wonder what that's like. You know,
Yeah.
did it? Not for me. Haven't tried since. Just was like, nope, that's really unpleasant. I don't really like that. And
Yeah,
just
every
not been
dude's been there,
curious
man.
since.
Like in the shower, you're like,
Yeah.
let's see what happens. You know?
It's a shame though, because if it had felt good, that would have opened up a whole new world of opportunities.
Yeah, like especially when you're younger, dude. Like all your boys would be outside asking you to come outside and play, and you'd be finger banging your asshole in the shower. It'd be a tough childhood, man.
It would be a tough childhood.
Like instead of jerking off, you're like finger banging.
Just blasting. All the cucumbers in your house keep
You
going
think that's
missing.
what girls were doing back then?
I don't think women feel sexual pleasure. I think that's only men get to feel
not
that.
this day and age, man.
Yeah, I think the Muslims were right about that.
Yeah,
No.
I mean they're taking it away though.
Yeah, exactly, because it doesn't exist. They're just proving the point.
Yeah, but if you take it away, it exists.
It's a good argument.
Like women now are just like, we know we have the option, we're just not interested. You know?
I think I've really uplifted a lot of groups on this podcast so far. I think a lot of groups of people are going to write me, thank you for being an advocate for us.
Yeah.
And
I'm gonna get
a
few letters in the mail for sure.
Yeah, that's good. I think that's good. So what are your thoughts on like Israel as a situation over there?
Dude, some dude just explained Israel and Palestine to me on the last podcast.
What was his take?
My fucking throat, dude. Talking about gay shit, all of a sudden, I get choked up. My take on it is like, I'll never talk about it again. That's
Smart.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, if you want to really fucking make my dick soft, just talk about Israel, Palestine, dude. You know what I mean?
All right, we'll move on then.
Like, there's everything. Like, what makes your dick soft?
Palestine existing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're just delving a little deeper into the issue. Like, I listened. He explained it, and I was like...
Went crazy on it?
Yeah, I mean, I know you're a big history guy,
Yeah.
but history makes my dick soft, dude.
Damn, you and most women I found. I'm always like, yeah, I do these history videos on Instagram, so
Yeah.
what are you doing after this? And they're like, I'm leaving.
Well, that's kind of... I don't know, man. Like, history is like... It doesn't make sense to me because it's like... If you see something and I see something...
Yeah.
We're going to tell the story a little bit differently.
For sure.
So history should be subjective.
It kind of is, though.
But we take these exams where it's like, no, this happened. Like, you have to answer this correctly. Where I think history should just be like, yeah, I think this happened based on this, this, and this. But it's like, no.
It's kind of like there's probably, let's say, a dozen sources on a major historical event. And whatever school you're at will just kind of, or professor or whatever curriculum will just determine that they like won the best.
Yeah.
So actually, this is definitely what happened. And but then if you read more into it, there's like 12 different accounts that all say like similar but different things. And then it's about picking which one. Like, people will comment all the time on the history videos they do that I'm wrong and explain why. And I'm like, that's because you're taking this example. That person was a communist, so I don't believe their example, and you're wrong, and my version is right.
Yeah, so it is subjective.
Yeah, it is subjective. 100%.
Yeah, but it's fucking stupid how I have to take a class with some fat hoarder with tits who has like the answers in front of him. There's no critical thinking involved. I just have to be like, I have to answer, with that answer instead of just being like, what, I think based on this event, And dude, you know what I think about a lot, bro?
What?
Like, imagine if you, like, what is your favorite historical event?
That's a tough one, dude.
Really?
1776, baby, founding of America.
Okay. Imagine if you went back in time in a time machine to that event and it was just an orgy.
Continental Congress is just an orgy, dude.
Yeah. Like, just dudes cranking each other off. And you're watching the whole thing and you're thinking about everything you've consumed history-wise.
Just wrong.
Just wrong.
Damn.
What are you doing in that situation?
I'm joining in, obviously.
Yeah.
I feel like Adams would not be a selfish lover. I feel he'd be very giving. So I'd probably go to him first. Like Jefferson, he's gonna be a selfish lover.
Who do you think would give the best hand job?
The best is subjective, right?
Yeah.
But I feel like Hamilton probably. Yeah, I feel like Hamilton would give it one.
Imagine getting a blowjob from like George Washington, dude.
Oh, because he takes the wooden teeth out.
No,
dude?
he keeps them in.
Get some splinters on there.
Yeah. I mean, dude, you would be a legend.
This guy went back in time to get a blowjob from George Washington. Look at the teeth marks in his dick.
Yeah. The videos on like Pornhub, dude.
I think it'd be tight, dude.
Yeah. Dude.
I'm
Getting lead poisoning like that, man. That'd be fucking sick.
I'd love to just show that at like show the video of the orgy to like the Republican National Convention, just have them just blow their brains out right there.
Yeah.
It'd be pretty sick.
That is kind of funny to think about, though, because, like, dude, if you did take a time machine back in history, without a doubt, like, you would see some shit where you're like, yo,
That's
that's not in the books.
That's not so,
Because, like, who's writing this shit? You know what I mean? Probably some white dude who's racist.
yeah, and won the winning side,
Yeah.
not the other white.
It's always
racist
the winning
dude that
side, dude.
lost.
It's always a white dude who's racist.
Yeah.
And he's writing for the fucking leader, so it's definitely like the leader's perspective. He's like, you fucking write this right now, dude. He's like, that's not what happened. He's like, no, fucking write it, dude.
I think so. Yeah. What would you change like in history to fuck with everybody? Like change the world for the better, or in how you want it, rather?
Dude, I'd probably go back to D-Day.
Okay.
Like, yeah, I'd probably just turn D-Day into like a big like beach sex party.
I like it.
Yeah, you know,
The Germans and the Americans just meet on the beach.
they're
and
like,
start
yo,
fucking.
let's just party and fuck, dude. You know, get some fucking, get some booze and just fucking cease and desist. I don't know, dude.
Jesus.
You know what I mean? It wouldn't really change history like that much, but
I think it'd be cool.
yeah, for sure. I wonder if that ever happened. You know?
If armies just met, we're like, yeah, fuck it, let's hang.
They're like, yo, I don't want to die. You don't want to die. Let's just chill in this bunker for a little bit, wait it out, and then.
Whichever side wins, the other one will take the other one prisoner.
Yeah.
That'd honestly be the move. Just be like, listen,
Yeah.
your side wins, you take me prisoner. My side wins, I take you prisoner.
That's what I would do.
We're all good.
Yeah, there's no fucking way I'm going into a war looking to kill, bro. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to be like, yo, what's up, guys? You guys like tits? I like tits. I want to see some tits.
Dude, see, I'm so impressionable and just want people to like me that I think if you like put me behind enemy lines, I would just join the enemy side within a week. Like they started, like you put me, like you drop me in Afghanistan within like a week. I'm like, Taliban kind of cool, honestly. They got these cool robes and like, they don't let women talk, which is sick. And, we just hang out, play volleyball, blow shit up. Like, it's kind of sweet.
Do they play volleyball?
Yeah, you've never seen that?
No.
That's in my algorithm too. It's just the Taliban has a TikTok account.
Dude, volleyball's fun as fuck.
They just play
man.
volleyball, dude. They hang.
Yeah.
They're boys.
I mean, yeah, if they're boys, man, just might as well just fucking.
Dude, they all got sick beards. Like, I wish I could grow a sick beard.
Plus, you wouldn't even have to train.
Yeah, we're not.
Just
We
someone,
won the war's
someone
over.
hands you an RPG, dude.
Yeah, we won the war. We don't got to do anything anymore. We just shoot these RPGs at rocks and chill out. And
That does sound like the dream, man.
someone drinks alcohol, we cut their head off. It's like it's chill.
Someone hands you an RPG, dude. You just fucking launch it the opposite way and like blow your shoulder off.
Dude, I think about that all the time when I'm like stressed at work. It's just like, why don't I just go to one of these third world places and just join a fucking militia and get wrecked?
Yeah, I mean, you would die in like 5 seconds.
Oh, 100%.
So it wouldn't be, but to have that
It'd
mentality.
be sick for like a week of just like I just go to the Congo and I'm on the back of like a Toyota 4Runner just shooting off machine gun rounds at like the government forces there.
Yeah, to take like a 1-week vacation and do that. Join like a guerrilla gang in Africa. Just start blind firing an M60 in the air.
Just no training, no tactics. Just
It's like 2 in the morning.
it's like a Call of Duty lobby. Everyone just charging objective A, shooting.
I mean, you could go out into like the Everglades on like an airboat with an assault rifle and just start shooting at the water.
Become a pirate out there, dude. Just take over. Start robbing people. I just want to kind of join, be a Somali pirate, dude. I think that could be fun.
Yeah, that's like another level, man. Dude, imagine you in a dress
Okay.
on an airboat in the Everglades with an M60 planted to like a bass boat. Just shooting up the water.
Just dominate.
Dude, you get a music video of that with
Just
like gangster music in the back.
Freebirds playing at all times on my
Dude.
airboat.
Oh, that would be fucking sick, man. Because you're not really hurting anyone. You might hit a few fucking gators.
Population control, you know?
Yeah, dude, killing. Dude, there's too much shit in there anyway, man.
See, people have like midlife crisis. I think that's a cool midlife crisis to have.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, what'd your dad do when he turned 50? He bought a fan boat, went down the Everglades, started just shooting gators.
Yeah, I mean, dude,
Just
you're not
crushing
you're not
Bush
hurting
Light and
anyone.
shooting gators. Freebird playing.
Yeah, you're not hurting anyone, man. You know? That's why I don't get the whole like public masturbation thing. It's like, dude, if you want to jerk off on a freeway.
Honestly, have you jerked off publicly before?
No,
Missing out.
really.
Yeah, I never like in a park or anything weird like that. But back when I used to commute to Yukon, like when I was commuting, I'd be like coming back at 3 a.m. because I'd like hang out, like go to a party or whatever, and then be driving back, and I'd be a little drunk, to be honest.
Yeah.
And I would just jerk off while driving. It's like an hour and a half ride. You put the phone in the holder, like the little cell phone holder. You put it to porn, Bluetooth it into the surround sound speaker system. Great time. Just jerking while driving.
You blew one out on the highway?
Several times, yeah.
Wow, dude.
Probably
that's-
like 6 or 7 times I did this, yeah.
Jesus, man. You're a legend then, dude.
definitely of something. But yeah, it was a great
Yeah.
time. Highly recommend. Because it was
Yeah.
also night on the Merritt, not the Merritt, whatever that highway, the small highway that goes like up north in Connecticut.
Okay.
So no one's on it. It's like 3 a.m.
Yeah.
No one's on it straight. Just put cruise control.
Imagine if you got pulled over though.
Awkward.
Yeah.
Well, because here's the thing. At that point, I was already drunk. So like that's what I'm
Yeah.
really getting in trouble for. So it's like,
Yeah,
you
that
know,
would be a funny news article, dude.
if nothing else, they might just be like, yo, what the fuck? I don't want to deal with that. I'm just leaving.
Yeah,
They're
would
just
you-
like, hey, just don't do that again. I don't want to breathalyze you and get your cum on me.
Yeah, would you be like, yo, my bad, officer, I was jerking off while driving?
Yeah.
Okay.
At that point, you'd have to. You can't just be like, oh, I spilled hot sauce on my dick. You gotta just be like, I was cranking it, dude. As the porn's still going.
Yeah.
In the
That's such a funny image, dude, to be like a state trooper on the highway and see that. Just see you from the side spanking.
Dude, what if he was into it? He's like, why don't you finish the job? See about that ticket. Just jerking off while making eye contact with a state trooper.
If you avoided the ticket, I guess.
Yeah, I'll do whatever. I don't
It's
have
like whatever.
you know principles. I'll just do whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, dude, if it means not getting a ticket, like, you got to do what you got to do.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
I would ask him to, like, turn on the sirens, though. Just get me going up, like, you know, just get me riled up a little bit.
Sirens are fun, dude.
Yeah.
Every time I hear them, I have a panic attack. You know what it is? Because I used to do so much illegal activity that, like, it was really bad to see those. And now, like, whenever I see them or I get pulled over, I'm like, oh, I'm literally doing nothing wrong. This is going to be fine. Like, worst
Yeah.
case is a speeding ticket.
Yeah, like, what's the worst thing you've ever done besides that? I mean, that should be number one, but
Well, I just, like, was like a horrible alcoholic and drug addict for many years.
yeah.
So nothing, like, cool. That's to say, it's like, it was nothing cool. I wasn't, like, a big drug dealer or, like, a you know, violent criminal or anything. I just would be fucked up doing fucked up stuff all the time. Just, like, constantly just driving around with a ton of coke in the car and, like, driving on acid and,
Yeah.
you know, trespassing, things like that.
Okay.
Yeah, nothing fun.
Nothing crazy. Yeah.
Just stuff that, like, I could have, it probably should have done some time for at different points.
Yeah, just stuff you could have gone to jail for.
You know, I was never like a thief or anything. I never robbed anybody. I wasn't about that. I used to make a lot of dabs back in the day.
Make them?
Yeah, because back in, like, what was it, circa like 2014, like when they'd just become a thing, they weren't really out here yet. They were
Yeah.
all in, like, Colorado and California. Me and my friends would get them shipped in. But then we realized that was so expensive to get them shipped in from Colorado and California, we could just make them ourselves. So we, like, looked
Yeah.
online and figured it out, and we just had this, like, dilapidated garage that we had access to. I don't know whose it was. We definitely shouldn't have been there. And there was, like, a hammock people would sleep in at different points, and we would just make, like, tons of dabs.
Wow.
And just, like,
Did you, like, make a profit?
No, because we ended up smoking them all. That was the thing.
Oh,
In
okay.
theory, the theory was like all drug shit. It's like, while we're
Yeah.
coked up, we're like, we're gonna make so much money off dabs. We're gonna do this. It's gonna be great.
Yeah.
And then we ended up just doing so many of them because we loved them that it's like we sold very little, and then what little we sold, we just bought coke with the money. So it all just, you know.
Yeah. I mean, dude, dabs turn you into like a zombie, man.
Oh yeah. No,
You know? I think I've done that maybe one time, and I was like, nope, never again.
you gotta stay away from them, dude.
Yeah, they're not. It's like fucking, you know, like, what are they even made of?
So it depends what you're making and what distillate you're using. But to keep it short, basically you separate the trichomes which is the main part of the THC in the plant,
Yeah.
from the plant itself. So you get rid of all the plant matter. You remove that with some sort of distillate. So it can be butane, it can be alcohol. It really depends on what you're making it with.
Yeah.
And then you cook that down through heat. So all you're left with is, like, the crystallized THC essentially, and that's that little waxy stuff. It, like, looks like sap.
So it's not good for you.
No, it's actually really clean. If
Oh,
you're
really?
gonna, I mean, I think weed is the devil. You shouldn't smoke it. Ruins a lot of lives. But if you're going to, that's probably physically the healthiest way. Mentally, it'll fry you out. Like, I
Yeah.
used to smoke a gram of dabs a day. I was not really a person.
I
It was
remember,
not
dude, I
good.
took a dab once. I was smashed, dude. I was at a college party, bro. And I remember, like, I'm already smashed, and I'm, like, watching this really attractive dude talk to this hot chick. And she's, like, sharing her thoughts and stuff. She's like, yeah, you know, it was a good day. And this dude is just, like, after everything she said, he would just go, penis. And she didn't even flinch. She just kept going, man. And they ended up hooking up at the end of the night. So I saw that, and I was, like, a little upset, man. I remember, like, going up to my buddy and being like, dude, you want to get out of here? And he's like, yeah, man, like, you want to, like, rip a dab before we go? Dude, so I, like, ripped one, Don't even know if I did it right. I'm pretty sure I did because I was like, yo.
Sounds like it worked.
Yeah. And then we went to a McDonald's. And I remember pulling up. I'm in the passenger seat. He goes inside to get some food. And I'm just in the parking lot, like, losing my mind. And I remember looking over at the car next to me, dude. And there's a guy in the passenger seat with a trash bag over him. And his buddies are like, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck, dude? And I'm panicking, man. And I started like have like an anxiety attack, bro. I just opened up the door and just uked everywhere, man. And my buddy came back, didn't even say a word. And we just drove away. I didn't even bring it up.
So you just like witnessed a murder, essentially.
Yeah, it could have been some frat dudes or something, though, like hazing some dude, you know. But I swear.
Did they look frat aged?
Yeah, they were for sure college kids, but the kid had a fucking trash bag completely over him. Looked like he was struggling to breathe, and they were like, shut the fuck up.
Maybe he had a dab, too, and he was freaking out, and they just weren't as nice about it, you know?
Maybe they're just playing a game, dude. That's how I like to think about it.
Just playing a game?
To me, I was like, I'm not getting involved in that, man. Like, you know what I mean?
You should have ran over, been a hero.
Yeah, I'm on dabs, like, wasted.
Broken through the window, like, I'm here to save you.
I just throw a haymaker at the rear window, and it's like none of that's actually going on. Just like some old lady and her husband. I'm gonna take that trash bag off him. But yeah, man, I don't know. That stuff will definitely fuck your tits up, man. What were we talking about before that, though?
Couldn't even tell you. I'm a great broadcaster. I'm a professional.
But what would you like? What event would you change?
What event would I change?
Yeah, if you could go back, just fucking change history, dude.
I think I'd just go back. History was pretty perfect for a while, dude. Just straight white dudes, fucking rocking it, dominating the world, living it up.
Are you racist, man? Because it sounds. Or you really just like pushing the envelope? Like you like.
I like to push the envelope.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm Jewish, so technically we can't be racist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
We decide if you say otherwise, we'll call the ADL. So.
What's the ADL?
The Anti-Defamation League.
Oh, okay. What do they do?
Basically, I'm already going to get in trouble for talking about the ADL. This podcast got me canceled. I would say like the ADL basically is a group that if you as a Jewish person run into issues, they will basically like come with the best lawyers on earth to assist you.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the NAACP, but for Jews.
Jews are crushing it in the lawyer game.
We're not bad. You know, we're not bad at it.
Well, it's all about money anyway, so it's like, you know what I mean?
Now it's just starting to feel a little anti-Semitic. I mean, to call the ADL.
Oh, I see what you're doing, dude. So you just like play victim anytime, anything.
Yeah, no, it's, you know, it's part of my heritage.
You're like dropping the N-bomb on boats. You're like, dude, I'm fucking Jewish. All right. Just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. Now, what would I change in history? Probably. There's nothing I'm going to say that's not going to make me seem awful. So we'll just keep it moving, I guess.
Do you actually like truly believe it though, or are you just trying to like be funny?
I don't believe anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just trying to be funny most of the time.
Yeah.
And then I do what I do, and then I'm like, why are people mad at me right now? How could this have ever happened?
Yeah. Does that get you going a little bit though?
What? It
That's
does a
kind
little
of like
bit.
your bread and butter.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah. That seems like a Connecticut thing, man.
Is it? Who else from Connecticut is doing that?
I think everyone.
Everyone?
Yeah.
All of us?
They're all pushing it.
All pushing it?
Yeah.
One thing is, like, I don't know. I don't really think I push it that much, but then you just come out to New York. And nothing against New York, because there's a lot of cool people out here, but everyone's so sensitive. I can't do, like, 90% of my jokes without someone coming up to me and, like, lecturing me afterwards.
Yeah. Are your jokes, like, pretty...
They tend to be more on the line. You know, it's just, like, but cause those are the things I think are funny. Like, it's almost because it's, like, so awful that's what makes it funny. Like, I was raised by the internet, you know, so that's kind of what I gravitate towards.
Yeah.
And then it's like, I feel like people just get, it's like a weird bully mentality about it. Like, that it's like, oh, you're a straight white guy. You can't talk about those subjects. And I'm like, okay, but then who's going to talk about them necessarily, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know.
So you're like, you're joking about it though, right? Or do people, are they actually like central to your identity?
Is this like a weird intervention? Am I getting canceled?
No,
right
I'm
now?
actually curious.
Oh no! I am much more open minded than people would probably be led to believe.
Because there's a huge difference between, joking about dropping the N-bomb and then actually dropping the N-bomb.
Oh no, I would never.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to get canceled.
Yeah, but I'm asking, like, because, like, dude, if you joke about that shit, you have to back it up. Like, you have to be like, because a joke is a joke. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, look up the definition of a joke. You know what I mean?
Okay.
There's a huge difference between meaning it and like fucking around. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm fucking around most of the time.
Yeah.
I would say. I don't know, people, because like, I feel like people often get this idea of me, and I'm not shocked by it with the way I present publicly, that
Yeah.
I'm like some sort of like backwards racist conservative guy.
Yeah.
But then, like, in the meantime, it's like, my dad's gay. I'm cool with him. My brother's severely mentally handicapped, and that's annoying. But we take care of him.
That's a lethal squad, dude.
At least, like, you can't.
Yeah.
It's like I converted to Judaism, so I wasn't born Jewish. Like, I went through a huge process to convert to Judaism.
You did the whole like Hebrew school thing and shit like that.
Well, it's not Hebrew school once you're older, but yeah, essentially, you gotta take classes and work with the rabbi and all that.
Yeah.
So it's like I feel like I'm a pretty open-minded guy, all things considered.
Yeah.
You know.
It does get weird, man, like in the comedy game, because like everyone's sensitive, and like the rebuttal to that, for me at least, I mean, I don't really say like anything really edgy, but like I talk about like having an extra chromosome and stuff like that, like, so it's like, I think the rebuttal's always like, it's a joke, man. Like, it's not real life. Like, we're just fucking around, man. We're pushing the envelope. We're pushing the edge. But then, dude, what's scary about the comedy game is, like, sometimes you meet people who are genuinely just, like, really fucked up people, and you're like, yo, dude, like, I'm not about this, man.
Oh,
Like,
that's the worst, when you're like joking around
yeah.
and then someone gets like actually racist and you're like,
Yeah.
that joke was like a little overlined. Like, oh, it wasn't a joke. And you're like,
Yeah.
oh no, this guy I thought was just really funny is actually like a horrible person. What do I
Yeah.
do? I'm in too deep now. I got to get out of here.
Yeah, it's very uncomfortable, man.
Is that what you were worried was happening here for a second?
Well, that's why I was asking.
I appreciate that. Yeah.
Yeah. Because you were kind of, like, towing the line. I'm like, dude, just, it's fucking... But, like, I remember, like, one time... I don't know, man. I've never... I think somebody said something really racist on the pod once, and I shut it down.
What did they say? You should repeat it verbatim, just so the audience knows what you.
I will, man.
Against.
I had this person on the podcast. It never got published, and we're just sitting down, and I was like, "Hey, man, like, congrats on the girlfriend, dude. Like, where'd you meet her and shit?" And doesn't answer the question. Just completely goes off the rails into like politics and stuff. He's like, yeah, man, he's like, I used to be like a hardcore Republican and now I'm liberal. And he's like, I'm doing all the riot, like the parades and shit. And I'm like, all right, man, like that's not even what I asked you. And dude, he said verbatim, he goes, dude, I used to think all black people were bad.
Wild statement.
And I go, all right, man, we're going to wrap this up. And I just, dude, I shut down.
To be fair, he said used to. So, he's at least
Yeah,
he's
but it's a little
improving.
like, it's like, I'm good enough, man.
Yeah,
like,
you probably don't want to be associated with that.
yeah, I don't want to,
I used to. I'm so desensitized to that because back when I was doing a lot of drugs, like the three paths getting large amounts of drugs go down is you're either buying drugs like in the hood, right? That's one, which for someone that looks like me is not going to go great most of the time. I've been robbed that way before, so that's not an option. Then you got hippies. But they're really annoying to deal with. They're really bad at their job. They don't, And the third one is racists, usually.
Yeah.
Like weird, like vaguely white power guys who like will never come out and say it, but you're like, that's a weird tattoo. What's going on with that on your neck,
Yeah.
So it's just like I've unfortunately just been in the same rooms with a lot of those people before, just for purely like business reasons to get drugs. And it's just like there's a different energy that comes over it than when someone's like joking around or maybe just being like kind of ignorant. Like it's like,
Yeah, it's
oh,
like
there's hate in here. Like
Yeah.
I feel uncomfortable.
Oh, yeah,
Like
yeah.
I'm scared. I do not like this. Like, you know?
Yeah, because, like, dude, I mean, like, I have black buddies, and, like, we'll joke around about, like, swimming and stuff, you know? Like, we would go swimming, like, with one of my black buddies back in the day, and I'd be like, dude, like, it's all right. You can watch, man. Like, you don't have to go in. Like, shit like that, which is, like, you know.
It's just busting balls.
You're just busting balls, dude. I think there was one time I went golfing, and I was with, like, two of my buddies, and another dude came who I didn't really know. And,
Oh, no.
dude, he was dropping the N-bomb hard with, like...
With
conviction,
gusto.
bro. And I was like, dude, please stop. We're on a public golf course. Like, it's not, there's no joke involved. You know what I mean? Like, you're making.
Oh, so it wasn't even like a bad joke. He was just saying it.
He was just retarded, and he would just, like, hit the ball and then scream it. And I'm like, dude.
That's the weird thing is now retarded for some people is also a word you can't say.
Yeah, I think retarded and the N-bomb are two completely different things.
I agree with you. I'm
Yeah,
just
yeah.
saying. You making a point, I guess.
Yeah, I say retarded like 100 times a day.
Do you say the other one? Not the N-bomb.
Oh.
The other one you're not allowed to say? The F one?
Oh. Maybe like once quarterly.
See, I used to blast it all the time.
Really? I used to get caught up
I used
in
to say it on stage till enough people
Really?
in Brooklyn were like, you can't do that.
Yeah, you definitely can't do that around here, man. Well, there was those videos back in the day where, like, people would drive by gangsters who had their pants sagged, and they'd be like, "Pull your pants, faggot." Like, so I would say that a lot.
Well, dude, I've also found it's weird about that word. For me, at least, there's all anecdotal evidence. But I used to have a joke that would have that in it, and it wasn't just to say it. Like, made sense with the joke. Like, I wasn't just trying to be edgy. Like, it was part of the joke. And if I used to do like a lot of like gayer rooms, for lack of a better word, because you know comedy's like weird and still kind of segregated by what kind of audience shows up to what room.
Yeah.
And I found that like if I said it and the audience was under 30, like it was younger gay people, I was gonna get like destroyed. Like I had to like fight my way out of there. It was bad.
Yeah.
But if the audience was like 35 or up, like you know, like more older gay men, they thought it was hysterical. I was like their favorite comic, which
yeah,
was
it's like
weird.
an age thing, yeah.
Because what I've noticed with that age thing, well, my dad's told me, because you know he's like in his 60s. He's a gay dude from back in the day.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, like his whole take is that like being gay is so acceptable now, at least in the Northeast. You know, there's other parts of the country where not so much, but like where we live in the New York metro area, it's so okay to be gay, which is a good thing. That they sometimes will like look for things to be upset about. Where he's like gays in my generation. He's like, I used to get the shit kicked out of me for being gay. Like I used to, you know, lose jobs and get like assaulted in the street. So it's like a word doesn't hurt my feelings. He's like, I know what real oppression is. So like you saying a slur on stage is not oppression to me because like that's nothing comparatively. So that's always been his take. And so that's
Yeah. I would never get offended by like a word, but it's also like, dude, I just feel like in comedy, man, like especially there's like groups, you know what I mean? Comedy's very like niche.
Yeah, which groups are the problem though? If you had to like name one group.
I just feel there's like all of them, man. You know? No, because there's like around here, there's like groups who they'll run clubs, and they're like, if you say anything moderately bad, they'll like publicly humiliate you, dude, and get you canceled and stuff like that. So yeah, it's bad, man.
It's that clicky out here.
At clubs, yeah. They have like spies that go to like open mics and stuff.
To see if you said something bad on an
see
open
if you
mic.
say anything bad, and they that's insane to me, dude. And then there's like this uncomfortable like far right group that's like pushing it, like it's almost like they're trying a little too hard. You know what I mean? Because it's like, don't get me wrong, like, dude, joking around's funny, but like, dude, if you have to make every single thing we talk about like a far right reference, it's like, listen, man.
Like they're just talking about Sam Hyde the whole time.
Yeah, like, dude, it's, I don't know, man. I've never been on that level, dude. I've always been kind of in the middle. And they make you like, it's like a bully in high school, man. You know what I mean? Like, they make you come to like your level to be cool. Like, if you don't act like them, then you're not fucking cool.
See, dude, there's like, because everyone complains about like the far left people, and I get that they are annoying. And I used to kind of hang around with a lot of like the alt right or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Just by nature of like I just liked freedom of speech, and that seemed like the place I could hang out.
Yeah.
But they're almost just as bad, because if you don't agree with them on everything, they'll freak. So they'll like cancel you in their way. Or if you're too like I remember like I was hanging out with them, and one time I was just like, yeah, man, I don't think anything's wrong with gay marriage. You know, I think my dad should be able to like marry his boyfriend. Or like, all right, or like they were all like upset about it, and it's like, oh, this is the same reaction on the other side. You know what I mean? It's like it's the same fucking.
Dude, it's fucking crazy, man.
Oh, and after the conversion to Judaism, those guys don't talk to me anymore, dude. They're not fans.
Yeah.
I got one that still tells me I'm one of the good ones, and I'm like,
Yeah.
thanks, man. That's really, you have no idea how weird that is for you to say, but okay, thank you.
Yeah, dude. I think the narcissism on both sides is like
It's the same.
wild, bro. It's fucking crazy, man. Sometimes I see podcast clips of dudes, man. Far right, far left, whatever it is, man. You can obviously tell just by like what they're talking about. And like, dude, like I'll be watching the clip and like the guest will say something and they'll be like, "Oh, yeah, I actually have like something better to say." it's like, dude, fucking like let your guest talk, man. Like, you know what I mean? Have you ever seen that? Where like somebody will
I've been on some of those podcasts.
yeah, like somebody will say something, they'll be like, "Oh, well, dude, my dog's fucking better." Like, you know what I mean?
Me dog's pretty sick, dude.
Yeah, I mean, my dog is.
We're also in an industry that is based on narcissism. Like, if you think about it, like, what is stand-up comedy? It's like, hey, everyone, I'm getting on stage now, and everyone's going to be quiet and just listen to me. And if you talk while I'm talking, I'm going to freak the fuck out.
Yeah, you could look at it that way, or you could look at it like an exchange. That's how I think about it. Like, you're paying money to laugh. It's my job to make you laugh. Like, there's an exchange involved. But yeah, man, there's just like, and I've been down that road a little bit too, man, where it's like, you reach a level of like selfishness where you're like, dude, what the fuck am I doing, man? You know what I mean? Like, you know?
You don't think really comedy trains you to be a good person, in my experience?
Yeah. I think we can change it, though. I really do.
You think so?
I think it's just like, especially around here, it's just gone out of hand, you know? It's nice to see like bigger comedians, too, talk about it. That's kind of like what sets the tone.
New York comedy needs more religion in it, dude. You guys have lost your faith.
Yeah. Nobody believes in anything.
Nobody believes in anything, dude. You need to see. I like to hang with other religious comics. I don't care about your
just people who believe in
branch.
something.
Something.
Yeah.
You know,
if you
it's
believe
just,
in nothing, it's very scary.
it's
man.
very scary if like your beliefs are just political, like it has nothing to do with like philosophical anything.
Yeah.
It just gets weird, and like I think morals become very just subjective, which is never good, because you'll find if morals are determined by you and it's subjective, conveniently whatever you're doing is always somehow moral if you look at it the right way. You know?
Yeah, it is interesting, man. Well, dude, thank you for coming, man.
Thank you for having me.
Do you have anything you want to? I know you have your own podcast. If you would like to promote that, dude.
Yeah, you can listen to You Should Be Worried. It's a podcast that I do with another comic, Matt Lopes, and our producer, Ben Kirsch, out in Connecticut. So that's good. And if you like me, you can follow me at Chris Horn Comedy on TikTok and Instagram, and I'll have dates up there and all that good stuff.
Hell yeah, dude. Thank you for watching. I think we're on. This is episode 101, dude. So
We did it.
We just did 100 last episode. If you don't like and subscribe, you're dead to me. So please do that. Thank you.